Hi everyone, it's WGMSMCI here, how you doing? Welcome back to my Let's Play of Persona 5 Royal. Last time round we found out a little bit on Maruki's motives behind why he wants to make everyone happy. It seems he lost a loved one. In this episode, we're going to proceed on and explore his palace to try and find the treasure. And now I can see I can sort of see why now a little bit, because as I said, it's a very interesting premise that they have here for this. And it's now interesting that there is now will seeds in this palace. So, you know.
Now's our chance.
Let's go.
Beat 'em up.
By the myriad troops.
Because that was the one thing I did notice in the previous previous episode. Is that there seemed to be no will seeds, but now there is.
That was fast.
I wonder if it's now because we recognize, or maybe because he recognizes he's sad, and that's why there's will seeds. I don't know. I wonder if there will be an explanation behind that.
Joker!
Hang on a sec, Joker. That room's giving off a unique reading compared to the others in the area. It might be like the video room we find. Would you try checking that out? It could turn up some clues. Although it doesn't look like it doesn't open from this side, so we're gonna have to find a long way around.
Yes.
I agree with Oracle. It may not be a direct route to the treasure, but it's definitely something. We should make that room our goal for now as we progress. Alright. So, just make sure. Yep. Have to make sure. You never know. Even though I see it. Right, so it looks like we can go in from there.
Show me your true form.
Who's got the advantage?
Persona!
Let's catch your breath. Good work, everyone.
Okay.
I love using myriad truths.
Huh?
Somewhere.
So fun.
Already.
I've never seen one of these. What does it do? Looks like some kind of experiment. From what I can tell, the dials affect the colored lights. But it doesn't seem like we need to mess with it to proceed.
This is...
Those lit plants on the shelves are growing quite well. I wonder how the system works. Huh. Yeah, oh god, don't tell me there's gonna be like a color puzzle. Don't tell me that. I'm bad at those. Yeah, there's more of them here.
Show me your true form.
I have a bad feeling about that one. Nice! Away! Good work, everyone. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
It's up.
I'll reveal your true form.
Just making sure.
Surprise attack?
Let's go. All will be revealed.
Good work, everyone.
Okay.
Huh? Done already?
I'm scared that there's gonna be a color puzzle. I really am scared there's gonna be one. But we'll figure it out if we do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we'll see, huh? Ah. I didn't think it'd be that easy. How do you even get that? Do you have to go from down to up? Maybe you do. I do want to try that actually. Which does mean having to go back, but I can actually... I can't teleport.
It's somewhere.
So there's a switch there, and there's a switch in here too. Although that's green and that one's red. So I'm guessing there's one blue one somewhere. Where did it even come from? It came from here. That's right.
I have something.
Yeah, so there... Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a way up. So I'll come back to that later. I thought maybe I could grapple hook up. Because, you know, grappling hook has been the solution to a lot of my problems. But I'll ignore it for now and go on up. Or proceed on up.
I can feel it.
Alright, so through this door. This door's pretty big. You have to be careful. Do I want to go across or do I want to go down? I'll go across first. Oh, it's locked.
Oh,
Oh, look. Another one of those doors. Deja FMV. What do you want to do? You might as well check out it for now, right? Yeah, might as well. Security lock currently engaged. Please answer the following identity of a authentication question. What was missing that caused the research into cognitive science to be shut down?
yeah.
I got no clue. Again. Guessing the answer to a question this specific is pretty tough. I don't know what we'd even guess. What if we go to check out that room the Oracle Senpai pointed out to us? Maybe we'll find the answer or some kind of hint in there.
Yes.
Alright. So, yeah. As I figured. Need to find a way to open this door.
I can feel it.
Oh, a treasure chest. Let's open it. I can see a shadow. It looks pretty strong.
Show me your true form.
I'm surprised it didn't set off an alert.
We've got the advantage. Hiding something from us?
Persona!
Good work, everyone.
Okay.
Good work. Keep it up.
And this is the blue room. This is the blue room. Remember I said there was a blue room. brick wall?
One of his will seeds is here. Let's go.
Alright, we got the second will seed.
That's our second will seed. This is going rather well.
That's an interesting way to get that one, because I was like, huh, how would I get that? And then I was like, oh, you come up from above. That's actually kind of cool. And interesting and different. Yeah. And so I had to confirm which way it was. I had to go back to make sure I went the right way.
Show me your true form.
They've got the advantage. Don't rush this.
Persona!
Enemy defeated! All right, Joker! Everyone did great! Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
I'm glad we're doing so well.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going the right way here. Yeah, no, I'm not. Oops. Great, I'm lost. Which means retracing my steps. Because that was the way I went. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute idiot. Don't mind me. Directions are not my strong suit, okay? Now I can go through here. Another VCR, huh? Another video like the one we watched before. I don't like the idea of spying on somebody's past, but we clearly don't have a choice in the matter. If watching this is our ticket forward, then I guess that's what we're doing.
Damn it! Just hearing it from you's pissing me off.
Oh, you again, huh?
You've come so far. What problem could they possibly have now?
I tried negotiating in person with the professor and the investors, but they simply wouldn't listen. Due to the lack of concrete evidence, all further research and funding in the field of cognitive science will cease. They told me it's already over and done with. But why now, of all times? When they first saw my paper, they were positively beaming with excitement.
In the research lab in Odaiba? They're not going through with that anymore?
Yep. Damn it. To hell with their concrete evidence.
I'm guessing that's the password.
How are we supposed to get any evidence if we can't perform the research first? If we can change the cognition of trauma victims, their suffering can be eliminated. Who knows how many people could be saved with this research? How much more obvious could its benefits be?
So, do you really think the lack of evidence is the reason they shut it all down?
It makes absolutely no sense to me. After all the time and money spent, to just cut off my research because it wasn't all proven sound immediately. Even if that was the result of some kind of conspiracy, what could I do about it? It's not like I have any proof.
I see. So, what are you gonna do now? sponsors have backed out, so I doubt the college is going to let you keep using their labs.
I'm done with that college. They have nothing for me at this point. I'll look for work elsewhere while I keep fleshing out that research paper. Eventually, I'll prove the existence of the cognitive world. Once I've done that, no one will be able to complain. Rumi. I swear I'm going to do it. I have the power now. It cost me my life with you. So I'm going to rescue everyone from their pain. I don't care how long it takes me. It's going to happen.
So that was another of Dr. Maruki's memories? Yes, I believe so. Seemed to be a much more recent memory than the first one we saw, though. His research was cut off.
So after the incident with his girlfriend, he progressed in his research to harness cognitive science as a healing practice. However, his research was shut down, and his career along with it. All he had left was his resolve
Seems
to
that way.
prove his research valid, then use it to save people. That seems to be the message delivered by the videos we found.
It must have been his dream, to use his research to save people here.
If that sounds good to you, would you prefer we just turn around and go home?
That isn't an option.
Yeah, what she says. If anything, we've got to pull out all the stops to win this one.
Well, the vote was unanimous.
Alright, so we open this door. Even though, kind of pointless because I just wanted to open it, okay? Now, as we go unlock the second queer door. So what was missing that caused the research into cognitive science to be shut down? Evidence. Authentication complete. Disengaging lock.
Yes!
It opened. Let's get moving, Joker. Oh, come on. Is the next question going to be, what's Maruki's favorite snack or something? Don't joke about that! Because that could possibly be one.
Hold a moment.
This is quite the change in environment. Where are we now? This is the psychological exam room. We conduct psychological tests so that we can offer patients the happiest and most ideal realities. If you're interested, please proceed down the hall and through the door to access the information panel. Exam room? Like a hospital exam room? Perhaps? What an odd place. Shadows here aren't attacking us. Don't they want to stop us? Strange as it may be, they do not seem to hostile to us at all. Furthermore, I bet I'm curious as what this exam entails. Perhaps we can talk to these shadows and gather some useful information. Yeah, sure. You are the Phantom Thieves, I assume. Normally I capture any intruders, but this area is free to any who wish to enter. I will grant you entrance to the exam room should you so desire. Allowing the intruders to proceed. How odd. They also awfully confident in their exam techniques. At any rate, such progression should work in our favour. We should make sure we get our act straight for this. So, what'll it be? Depending on your reply, we'll have to respond accordingly. What kind of place is this? I see. So you're curious about our facilities. Very well. This is the lobby for a psychological exam room where we determine if the patients are mentally sound or not. Oh. We find the flaws and potential issues in a patient's heart that even they might not be aware of.
Well?
And what exactly compromises these examinations? Beyond that hall lies the special exam room. There, each patient answers 3 simple questions. Touch the information panel to begin the process. Listen to the question and choose the elevator that corresponds with your answer. Please refrain from returning to the previous level until the exam is over though. Are we really going to have a psychological test in this? In this game? Great. Treatment would be recommended depending on the patient's diagnosis. But this treatment, just like every other step in the process, has been designed with its patient in mind. Do not worry. If no abnormalities are found after your exam's completion, you'll be presented with a small gift. For the sake of your own happiness, we ask that you answer these questions, all questions, with honesty. Great. So all we have to do is choose the answer we believe to be correct. Although I'm a bit hesitant to find out what they mean by treatment. Examine a person's heart, find their pain and regret, then distort their cognition. This is just a palace version of what Dr. Maruki does in real life.
Wait!
But if we make a mistake, does that mean we're going to change our cognitions? That's very confined to the real world. Here, they probably mess with people's heads some way. Like, maybe they hook you up to some machine and just bzzzt. Hey, don't scare me like that. Well, whatever form is treatment takes, I'm sure we want no part of it for ourselves. Standing here attempting to imagine it won't do us any good. Let's take the exam and see where we're lined up. Oh great, there is a freaking psychological test in this game. Okay. Well, there's a save point. I am actually going to make a save. Just in case I somehow mess this up.
Let's get...
That receptionist told us to start with the information panel. Oh, is that it? No, yeah. Whoa. Oh, great. Freaking psychological pictures of tell me what you see here. Great. Oh, God. Right, okay. Well, let's do this. Hello, patients. Here's your first question. One day at school, you see that your good friend is being led away by a group of scary people. You want to help your friend. But if you fight them alone and lose, you can easily get hurt. If you go look for a teacher, there will be no danger to you. But if you don't succeed in time, your friend will most likely get hurt. Which would you do in this situation? A, go after your friend, or B, go get help. Oh God, okay.
Huh?
Huh? Neither answer is wrong, no. Yeah, this is a medical exam, not a skill one. They're trying to figure out where you need treatment. So maybe go with the answer that you think Dr. Maruki would pick? So you have to figure out which one Dr. Maruki picked. Oh, this is going to be hard. Hard to be sure of anything whatsoever right now. Why don't you try something asking all these patients around here? They may only be cognitive beings, but they still have to take the exam just like we do. Maybe they can help us figure out which answer's right.
Right.
I'm with Mona. Besides, if you try and fail, at least you give it a shot. Although I'm not opposed to just plying our way through the whole exam, but if you refuse your treatment regimen, whatever it is, they're not going to take that lying down. TLDR, be ready for a fight if it comes down to it.
Hey,
Hey, you got a sec? Oh yes? How can I help you? Which answer are you picking? I chose B. This is sort of embarrassing, but I'm never on the helping side. Someone always has to help me. I just don't have the courage to confront somebody. So you're the type to ask others for help. I mean, that ain't wrong, but don't you ever think to yourself, I want to help them? Of course I do. But even if I had the courage to step in, I might not be able to actually help. If that's the case, it's probably best if I go get help from someone else. That way success is much more likely.
Yes.
So it's your consideration for others that made you choose B. Well, thank you for your time. You're very welcome. Yeah, like IRL, I would probably pick B. IRL, I would probably pick B. I would go get help. Rather than try and, like...
Okay.
Let's try asking this guy. You guys are dressed awfully fancy. Doesn't look like you're here for an examination. Have you chosen an answer? Definitely A. If someone needs my help, I'm doing what needs to be done. Is there a reason you didn't even hesitate? My reason? Oh, well... Normally I wouldn't share this with someone I just met, but I was in this exact situation in the past. The difference is, that time I just acted like I didn't see anything and just went on my way. I let my fear control me. Pretty pathetic of me, right? I've regretted it ever since. So I've decided from now on I'm going to help people in need no matter what happens to me. Yeah, stuff like that can make you feel totally horrible. Even if it ends up hurting, it's still better to go with whatever choice you won't regret. Either. A sounds like the right answer to me. Thanks. Well, that's the reasoning for my answer. I feel that didn't really help.
Well,
Now I know both sides of the story. But neither one's exactly wrong, right? I kinda get where they're both coming from. What matters is which one Dr. Maruki thinks is wrong. Why don't we collect our thoughts somewhere and talk about our answer? Oh, we're actually going to the psychological room. How about that empty room over there? Yeah, sure.
well then.
Alright, let's figure this out. So after some investigating, I think they use this place to test patients' mental states with a questionnaire. If they find any abnormalities, they'll force treatment right away. I'm not sure what it is, but I suspect we should avoid it. So if Dr. Murky thinks we're fine as we are, we get to skip the treatment? Most likely. It may not be easy, but we'll have to try and pick up like Dr. Murky whenever we're coming up with our responses. Sorry, Joker, I ain't good at any of this kind of stuff. The question is all yours, dude.
Well then.
Okay, let's think of how to handle the first question. What should we do, Joker? Let's review what we know. Alright, whose story do we want to discuss? Strong-willed?
Now then.
He's the one who chose A, go after your friend. He said he'd help any person he might see who's in trouble. He had turned a blind eye in the similar situation in the past. His regret is the main reason he would intervene in the future.
Indeed.
Standing up to evil to help your friend certainly seems like the right thing to do. That would be correct if this was based on overly simplistic morals, but this is rather based on Maruki's viewpoint. You may find the man's stance admirable, but would Maruki do the same?
Well,
Right, the risk factor is what bothers me for this choice. You'd likely be hurt if you ended up failing. You have to consider Dr. Murky's thoughts about that. Yeah, this is why I'm thinking it's B. Yeah, Dr. Murky wants everyone to find their happiness, so that means... Yeah, I think
what are
it's
your
B.
thoughts? Now then.
He's the one that chose go get help. He says there's a chance he wouldn't be able to help his friend alone, so he'd rather find a way to increase the odds. I get what he's saying, but it still bugs me. It's like he's just running away. Yes, but it's not as if his sole priority is avoiding getting hurt. I wonder what Dr. Murky would think about it. Remember what Dr. Murky said on his last day at school? He said it's okay to escape your problem if it becomes too painful. Do you think he considered this the same thing? Yeah. No, it's B. It's B. He is definitely thinking about
What are your
B.
thoughts? What's up?
Let's pick our answer.
Yep.
Come up with an answer based on what we've heard. It really comes down to how Maruki would think about it. Risking yourself to help your friend or take the time to find a dependable help. Determining which choice is incorrect is quite difficult.
Aww.
Neither choice guarantees your friend's safety if you think about it. Neither option seems any more successful than the other when it comes to helping your friend. That's actually a good point. What do you mean?
Do you have a moment?
Your friend may not be hurt no matter which answer you choose, so it isn't a deciding factor here. The issue is that you may end up getting hurt. That's what we base our decision on. Right, yeah. Yeah, I definitely think the answer is B.
Right.
So, want to confirm that that is the correct answer here. Or that is the question, or the answer to the questionnaire. So, scary people, you want to fight them, or help your friends, easily get hurt. A, go after your friend, B, go get help. Okay, I am going for B. I think B is the correct
What
answer.
do you want to do?
Yes. No abnormalities detected in query response. Please proceed to the next room. Oh, you too, huh? They're calling this an exam, but all we're doing is walk along this one path. No bad news so far. I guess it really was the right answer. So it's better to just run from some shit and try and help? I don't buy that. Maybe it means Maruki believes it's best to find a way to avoid getting hurt. Nice running into you here. Actually, you can have this. They're passing them out to everyone in here, but I got more than I need. It appears we've yet to finish the exams though, if you'll excuse me.
Yes!
Alright, let's keep it up. We made it. The second question appears to have 3 possible
Alright,
answers
then.
though. So I know what we're dealing with this time.
You did it!
Good to see you again. Gee, thanks. Here's the second question. You have a personal dream that really you want to make true, okay? You worked so hard to achieve it. But it's not coming to fruition. It's causing you a lot of grief, but if you were to give up now, all of your hard work is to sure be for nothing. What would you do in this situation? A. Keep up the hard work. B. Do whatever it takes. C. Give up for a new dream. Oh. What would I do in this? I would probably pick A. IRL. We don't know enough to make a decision. We should go gather information. Alright, let's ask people. Oh. What do you want? Which one are you choosing? This? Does it actually matter? Pretty sure it won't make a difference. But if I have to choose, I'm going with C. Give up for a new dream. I mean, the other ones apply even less to me than that one. What do you mean? Don't you want to make your dream come true? Whoa there, hold on a second. That's like for people who have big dreams, right? Besides, trying hard doesn't actually really solve anything. Why were ourselves down to nothing over some dream? It'd be a lot simpler to just choose an easier dream.
Yes.
But that's not... I personally believe that pursuing something is a wonderful thing. I suppose it depends on the person. Yeah, probably. I got tired of doing stuff like that, so I just quit. If I had a dream that I actually cared about, it might be different, but I don't have anything like that. Feeling after trying your hardest hurts the worst, but that's what it boils down to, you know? So he's avoiding dreams that might not come true because it's easier. It's not the worst advice, but still... Aren't you guys gonna take the elevator? I'm going ahead. Whoa, do you guys look crazy? Are you cosplayers or something? Those look like they took forever to make. That's so awesome. Will you drop by my stream sometime? Huh, what do you say?
Yeah.
What the heck is with this guy? He's so pushy. Tell me your answer. Oh, I'll do that. So, I know it's probably not the answer for everyone, but I'm going to choose to do whatever it takes. I started streaming so I could strike rich. Okay. If my stream is blown up, this goes well for me. I'll be swimming in it, if you know what I mean. So, you're doing it for the money? Yeah, no, that's not. But it hasn't been easy as I hoped. I post videos every day, but my view count never went anywhere. Okay, why is this freaking relatable right now? Then I found the mother lode. There's a video someone uploaded where he just bashed in this delivery so bad, it was ruthless. And his view count was through the roof. That's when I knew what I had to do to make it. I switched over to slowly posting bash vids, and lo and behold, my view count started to shoot up. Oh, he's just flame being, saying outrageous stuff just for the attention. So, all this stuff you're going on about basically boils down to you talking shit about other people for money, yeah? Haha, you really need it there. People may hate at me day and night in the comments, may even point me out in the street now. I walked away from my job because stress was killing me. Then it became a real burden to my parents for a while. But if I'm being a streamer, I can make enough to survive and pay my parents back, right? Right? I don't know how you should feel about this. You spread negativity, but it's not entirely personal gain. Huh. Are you guys getting an interest in me? We can come up with some kind of collab together. Yeah, whatever, just go already. Subscribe to my channel, okay? Okay, that guy was kind of relatable, but I wouldn't go that far in... Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. What can I help you with? Curious. People here are pretty chatty, aren't they? Not that I mind, of course. But a question, I suppose I'm going with, keep up the hard work. Does that mean you have a dream already? I guess you could say so. You'd probably be interested in hearing all that, though. I'm a musician, but I'm still at the point where I can only play out in the street. I work a part-time job so I can afford lessons. In my spare time, I'm always recording demos or practicing. Whenever I come up with something I like, I send it out for potential auditions. Despite all that, I'm just not getting anywhere. Maybe I don't really have the knack for it.
No!
But working hard towards your dream is healthy. You're right, thank you. I was just being hard on myself for a moment there. When I come home from work and just lie down in my bed myself, I just get so worried. When things are going badly, I start to break down and ask myself, how much longer can I do this? But all I can do is believe in my ability. I love music so much I have no intention of quitting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, I hope you make it big soon. Maybe A isn't the right answer. Huh, I can't believe I just admitted that to complete strangers. I think we heard all sides of the story. Perhaps we should gather somewhere to discuss it.
Shall we begin? Well then.
Alright. So she's the one that picked A? She's going to keep trying until she makes it.
Yes.
Yes, she says she loves music so much she's going to keep pushing herself until she succeeds. I don't want to be presumptuous, but I don't think Dr. Peruki would deny somebody the pursuit of their dreams. But she isn't succeeding at her dreams, at least not to the degree she desires. As she said herself, she does worry over it a great deal. If Maruki considered that to be harming oneself.
What are your
Yeah, I'm thinking the answer to this question is B. This is a guy who chose to do whatever it takes. He said he planned to strike rich by uploading international controversial videos on social media. I mean, he said he was doing it to help his parents, but I don't think talking shit about others is the best way to do that. Even if he's got issues to deal with. Flame being for attention is just too crappy. Yeah, it is. What do you think Dr. Maruki's take would be, though? It's ethically wrong, so I'm fairly certain he wouldn't approve. Or he wouldn't... Yeah. But it doesn't hurt others either. It damages the psyche of the person being negative as well. Even if he's claimed it's him doing good, I don't think this is the right answer. Oh, you don't think it's B?
What are your thoughts?
Is it C then? Give up for a new dream. He said he doesn't have any particularly big aspirations.
Yes.
Yeah, he said he disagreed with the other two options more than that one. He said pushing oneself to succeed isn't worth it. I suppose I understand where he's coming from, but I can't agree. He said he's going after an easier dream better than getting hurt, but by trying to succeed in feeling. I guess he prefers things easygoing. Indeed. But if one lives in fear of injuries, nothing good can come to fruition. Throughout the history of art, creators face their... Yep, we got no vote from Fox. Moving on.
What are your thoughts?
Oh, are all of them wrong? Are all of them
What are
wrong?
your thoughts?
So the question is, what do you do when you're working hard but you still can't make your dream come true? Let's think of it from Maruki's point of view. Well, in that case, Dr. Maruki isn't just caring, he's willing to speak up when something's not right too. When one of the higher-ups skull threatened my honor status over my tournament status. Dr. Maruki had my back the whole time. I don't think he'd be okay with using a method that would bring harm to someone else.
Yes.
Even though he's trying to save everyone by giving us a reality where we're all happy. So is A? I think it's A. I think it's probably A. Wait, what was all that? If the last question is anything go by, the correct answer is where you don't risk hurting yourself. It may help to bear that in mind. Keep pursuing your dream or give it up. Which one would hurt more?
What are your thoughts?
I honestly think the answer is A.
Right.
Alright, so I do think the answer is A. So let's pick A. And probably be wrong.
What do you want to do?
Actually, let me just double confirm the answers before I proceed. Keep up the hard work, do whatever it takes, give up for a new dream. Yeah, so I think it's A. I do think it's A. Maybe?
What do you want to do?
No! Such dedication would be quite admirable if things were to turn out properly. Such pursuit would break your heart, though. That dream would not be worth pursuing. There's no need to worry about these matters. You two can become happy.
Wait!
Whoa, it's a shadow. Well, if it isn't the Phantom Thieves, I suppose abnormality should be expected in this case. Allow me to escort you to your treatment, unless you prefer I take more drastic measures.
Let's crush him!
Let me say hell no! Let's clean him up, Joker.
Enemies! Do they have some treasure?
Persona!
So is the answer C in that situation? I don't think it was B. Was the answer C? I guess Dr. Ricky thinks this is the wrong choice. Dr. Ricky thinks people should give up on their dreams? More accurately, he thinks people shouldn't cause themselves pain in pursuit of dreams. Something to that effect. Yeah, yeah, I disagree with that. I disagree with that. This exam is likely intended to filter people who are inclined to do such a thing. Any rate, contemplating the completed questions is nothing but a waste of our time. Yeah, I think the answer was C in that situation. Oh god, there's 5? One, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, we got 5 choices this time. Right, good, we don't take this shit anymore. Can we just pick a random elevator and be done with this shit? And I understand how you feel, but you can't give up even before you're tired. Come on, let's see what our question is. It was array. Must fill out all pieces of map.
I am so happy.
Right, what's our question? Welcome back yet again. Let's move on to the third question. You've gained the power to steal people's hearts. Thoughts, emotions, information. You can steal all of it from anyone in the world. Not only that, you can use this power without fear of ever getting caught. In this scenario, which sounds closest to what you would do? Steal something valuable. Never steal anything. Steal my own heart to heal. Steal evil hearts to fix society. That's what we've been doing. Steal one I love's heart. So D? I mean, that's the answer we have been doing, but... Is this question about us? Well, obviously it's D. Let's roll. Actually, use your brain. You're not even trying. The conditions this time are that we won't be caught. I mean, you can only use one for our ability. Which if there was in mind for us, we consider our answer. Assuming you have a mind in the first place. Hey, ragging on Mona ain't cool.
No, no, no.
Yeah, thanks, but I don't think I was the one being insulted here.
Yes.
Yes, we're going around asking others how do you intend to answer the questions. Have you come to a decision yet? As a matter of fact, yes, I'm going to go with B. Never steal anything. Are you happy right now? Well, I have a wife and daughter. If I ask for too much, I'll wind up losing something in exchange. I just wouldn't do anything that could bring harm to my family. Yes, I think the correct answer might be B then, in this case. It's gonna be played a card, so I could explain why I haven't gotten any promotions yet. Family's important though, but don't you want to, like, do something big with your life? Ha, maybe when I was little. But even then, I wouldn't have asked for much. I have a family, and that's good enough for me. So he cares for his family and doesn't want much else out of life beside them. If he doesn't do anyone any harm, and on top of that, there aren't any big risks or dangers involved. If those are all the relevant factors, then this guy seems to be on a level, but it all depends on what Maruki would think. Yeah, I definitely think Maruki would think B then. I definitely think Maruki would pick B. You know what? I'm just going straight for it.
Yes! What do you want to do?
I think Maruki would pick B. No! Oh! You call yourselves happy. Is this the truth though? You're merely not sacrificing your true selves. Do not forgo your right to happiness so quickly. That should provide you true freedom. That's what I get for trying to go fast. Should there be any remnants of deceit in your heart, I should be the one to find and eliminate it.
Enemies! Don't worry though, they're no big deal.
Well, that's what I get, I guess. So this answer was also wrong, according to Dr. Murky. Maybe because the answer gives you the impression of suppressing your desires. Perhaps not wishing for happiness is a problem in and of itself to him. It's too bad we ended up in a fight, but at least we finished with the 3 questions. Let's switch gears and move on. So I think, IRL, what would I pick? I would have probably picked, I probably would have picked B, actually, yeah. Like, that's how confident I was in the answer that I picked B. Thank you for your patience. Your examination is now complete. You may please proceed to the counseling room so you may find at the tea in your happiest, most ideal reality. Huh, we messed up, but we still get to go on. The announcement said that the treatment room's up ahead. I'm getting a bad feeling. Yeah, so am I. I wonder what... See, that's what I get for rushing. That's what I get for thinking too, like... just straightforward. It would have been a lot easier to just... Well, I suppose I can't go back down, can I? Like, it would have been... It's very difficult. It would have been very difficult.
I didn't know there was a
I should write
Alright,
something.
well, I'm going to save it. And we're going to end this episode right here. So, next time Persona 5 Royal, we'll proceed with this palace. I'm actually going to go back and load up my previous save and see what would have happened if I picked the right options. And possibly fought on the final question a bit more. So, that being said, I will, of course. If you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe, and comment. I will, of course,